Hello. That was such a rush. Sorry about my hand there. Let's get you in a good position. We'll just wait for some people to come on. Hi, Maxine. Hello, Lisa. Brilliant. I can't even begin to tell you what a rush that was. Everything that could have gone wrong today has gone wrong, but we've got through. I'm just cutting some card ready because I didn't get this organised before I went, and I've literally just walked through the door. We had some parcels to take to the post office, don't you know? And I've just cut that card the wrong size. So I'm going to do it again. Brilliant. Hello, everyone. I'm just cutting a piece of card to size while you're all joining. I was worried I wasn't going to make it, but I am here. Right. So exciting. I kind of think I know what I'm going to make. I've got some die cutting to cancel that one. We can't have phone calls while we're live, can we? Okay, so first off, thank you so much to everybody for all your lovely comments and for buying the collections, and it honestly has blown me away. So yeah, to this live is all about let's get playing. I want to show you a few different bits and pieces. I've been toying, shall I make a card or shall I just do techniques with you? I'll probably do a bit of both, knowing me. So I'm just die cutting some stuff while I'm talking to you, while you're all joining, just so that you don't have to see me die cutting. So let's get that bit there, that's ready. And I hope you've all had a lovely day. You'll all be sat there stalking the postman, waiting for your collections to arrive. Right, I'm just going to cut this one more circle. Where did I put it? And then I'll spin you around and we'll have a look at what we're doing. So, I'm just using, at the moment, I'm using one of Julie's circle dies from the original circle set, just to get me a little panel for my card. Okay, I think I'm organised now. Oh, shove that out of the way. Ta-da. Right, I'm going to spin you now. Let's have a little look. Is it your birthday, Hazel? It's not my birthday, no. Whose birthday is it? Whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday. I'm just seeing if I can scroll down and see if I've missed it. Right. I know that there's a couple more orders that have come through for the workshop. I haven't added you yet because obviously I can't when I'm on here. But one thing, I don't know if I can't add two ladies to it because we're not friends on Facebook. So if you're new and we're not friends on Facebook, could you send me a friend request so that I can add you into the private group? I can't remember the names off the top of my head. One of them might have been Jackie Strutt. But I'll find, if not, I'll try and find you. But it's hard because I don't know. There's lots of them. So if you're there and you know that you've ordered the workshop, but we're not friends on Facebook, please send me a friend request and then I can accept it and then send you the link to go into the group. That'd be great. Thank you. Right, let's spin you. Get a good position. Okay. So I have cut from Julie's. I'm going to put this back so I don't lose it. Put it into my storage. There we go. So it's a 1-2. It's the third largest die that I've cut. And I've cut the little skinny rim in black and I've cut the inside piece in white just to give me a topper for my card. And we will be, guess what we're going to use? We're going to use my collection. So in here, I did give you a flash of this in my live this morning. You know that I make storage for everything. This is where my new collection is housed. And it's all in there. I've labelled it up so I can remember what we've called it. And I'll be whizzing through. It's quite sticky. And this is my letter medley as well. So everything that I need is going to be to hand, which is brilliant. So to start off with, I'm just going to trim myself a piece of card. I bet that's not going to be big enough. Not quite. I'll get it off another piece. A 15 centimetre square. And the first stamp that we're going to look at is going to be the letter medley. Just check everything. So if I haven't said hi to you, hello to everyone and thank you for joining me. Let's just get my platform in. And I'll be fighting against the light in here because it does get quite dark in here. Right. So this is 15 centimetres square, and I've also, let me just check I cut that right, and then I've done a little black mat at 15.5 centimetres square. So I'm going to start off with my letter medley, and I'm going to place it, I'm going to give myself an equal border. I just saw that was flicking. I hope you can all... I hope the internet's okay. What does that say? Yeah, it should be fine. I can see myself. Right. So I'm going to pick that up on my platform. Because the internet connection seems bad. Just buffered a bit. Yeah, it is. My phone is absolutely flat as a pancake, so I've had to plug it in, and I think it's because I'm plugged in. Just give it a minute, it should come back okay. So I'm just cleaning the back of my stamp because I've been touching it. It's lost its stick a little bit. So I'm just going to dry that out so it sticks nicely. Yes, that's better. Oh, it's just flicked off again. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to use my black VersaFine. I'm going to ink that up. And we're going to stamp that down. Now on this, if you hold here and pull, it kind of will just, it's got a bit of give in it, so it will, you know, give you an extra bit of pressure in that middle area. But look, just look at that detail. I absolutely love this. Okay, so now what I want to do is move this stamp so that I can stamp this area. Now I could do it a couple of ways. No, I couldn't. I can only do it one way. So I'm going to lift my stamp up and I'm going to position on that side, around about in the same place, pick it up, and then I am actually going to clean this side down. I'm just going to see how far, yeah, that's about right, and just dry that off because I don't want that to alter what I've already stamped. Okay, so now I'm going to ink this section up. And we're going to There we go. So now we've got that whole square of that medley. I love that. Okay, so that's our first piece. I'm just going to I'm going to be good. I know it's unheard of for me. It seems to have settled down a bit now. Doesn't seem to be buffering as much. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. And I'm going to attach this onto the black. So I just kept that quite simple. This is going to be a bit of a monochrome card. We're going to have probably just add one colour into it. And on the sample that I made, I did do heat embossing on it. And I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to heat emboss on this one or if I'm going to stamp with colour, just to make a change. So that is already looking fabulous. So then I have got my circle, which will go on here. And then this will drop in to place. So I'm going to do my work onto this piece here. So I'll get my platform open. And I'm just going to come across, I'll put a couple of magnets down so it doesn't move. And we'll stamp that up in black as well. No, we're going to do that in a colour. Shall I heat emboss or shall I do? Decisions. I'm going to use. I'm just going. No, I like that. I like this sketchy kind of feel to that. So now I'm going to have a little look at the little elements that I've got. So I've got these. I'm going to go onto blocks for this. And I'm just going to see. Yeah, that's perfect. Now remember when I said do a couple of masks this morning? What I want to do is I want to stamp this little checker into this little square here, but I don't want it to go. I'm not going to be able to do that with that, am I? I'm just going to have to put a couple of bits down just to cover it up, like so. And then I'm going to pop my checker in there, so when I take that away, it's not on my saltwater taffy. If I just bring that down for you, okay. Now I could. I'm just going to build another line. You see, look, I'm getting too fiddly now. I don't need to. Let's just get that round there. Okay, I can do it. I just wanted it to go up to there, that's all. And then, let's have a look. Do you know what? I did manage to make myself a cup of tea. I bet you it goes cold. Let's have a little look. Go on to my squares. We've also got these really nice little wiggly lines. And again, they will fit in here. But if you want it to stay within, if you heat emboss, it's okay because you can kind of wipe it off. But because I've stamped with an ink, I need to make sure that it doesn't go on anything else. So I'm going to use them masks again, which I've put in somewhere. And I'm going to probably use that one. Just like so. And I'm going to go up the way. One. And well, actually, this just joins in quite nicely. On this one, I just need that over there. And we will just But we've all got lots of, you know, we've got lots of little stamps that are going to fit in here brilliantly. So that is that one. What about if we do a little bit of extension with, I've got one of the smaller squares, and I'm just going to add a few little accent bits in black, just to sort of tie the black into the equation. Okay. I promised myself I was going to be tidy. Don't know. Now then, let's have a look at that butterfly. I'm going to take that out of there. I'm going to move that to the side, but let's just put it on there so you can see how we're coming along. We're starting to piece this up together. Okay. Like so. So I'm going to take the butterfly and I'm going to take some card. And I'm going to stamp the butterfly down. And now then. Oh, I'm doing it in black. I was going to do it in saltwater taffy, but I want black, I think. And then I can just paint. Oh, I've just had an idea. Sorry. This is how it happens, honestly. So I'm going to stamp this down in saltwater taffy, and to save me colouring, let's say colouring, I'm going to do a spritz and bleed and then restamp in black, because that'll just give a really nice effect, I think. So ink up in my saltwater taffy. And then a little spritz. It's not really, can't really see that moving, can you? Let's just dry that. I'm just going to do something else as well, just in case I decide to change my mind at the last minute. I'm just going to stamp one out in black as well, because it's nice to see both of them then. Look at me. So inky. Look at that. I love that. Okay, now because I stamped that in black VersaFine, if I can get my pot in time, does that say clear gloss? It does. I'm just going to chuck some clear gloss on there. And heat that. My gun won't, oh it will. So just heat that gun up. I am a mucky pup, Joan, you're right. My brain's fried, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so there's a reason why I've done this. Because I'm going to paint it in and put some saltwater taffy in, it has a, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oxides has like a chalky coating. So it kind of dulls the black down a little bit. So I wanted to paint this in. I'm just going to see if I've got, I bet there'll be no water. Oh, there is. Just going to add and I can be quite, I'm not even going to colour the whole. I'm going to keep some white there, but I'm just going to flash some colour over. just following the contour. That's it. Yeah, and then I will do the body. Okay. I love the symmetry of this. It does make me happy. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut it out. My most favourite thing to do live on air, cutting out. Absolutely not. I'm rubbish at cutting out. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. Am I? Yeah, I'll leave a little bit of a gap because I do find it easier to cut leaving a bit of a gap. I can't get my scissors in that way. Nice and easy to cut out. That's that one. Now then, I'm going to show you a trick. If you don't want to cut those out, then what you can do is decide where you want to have your butterfly. So say I'm thinking, right, I'm going to have my butterfly there. I would get my butterfly and I would position where I want it. So say, I think that angle's quite nice. Get me with me angles. And then I would put that in my platform, pin it down, pick that up, and I would just pop a little bit of black ink over the antennae. Like so. You can do, I mean, you can do the whole thing really. Yeah, go on then. I'll do the whole thing. I was just going to cheat, but I'm doing it all. And then stamp that down. And then you kind of know exactly where it's going, and we can cut the antennae off and make our lives a little bit easier. Like so. So if I come in here with my scissors now. So tell me, what's the first thing you do when you get new stamps home? Do you make stamp storage for it? Do you sit and make masks for them all? I'm just going to have a quick sip. Or do you try and hide them from your other halves and leave them in a bag or a box for a while and then get them out later on and say, oh, these old things, I've had them for ages. I've heard some stories, you know. So just that last little bit. There you go. Just give that a good shape. And I always grab in the middle just in case that just buffered again. Look, and then when that goes on there, it's still got its little, and then you can see the detail behind. Now, choice is yours. You can add a little bit of colour in there, but I do like to see the monochrome underneath. So I'm going to keep that like so. I'm going to have a little look on the circle set. I want to have Inspire. Will that fit in there? Yes, it will. Just going to stamp Inspire down there. Trying to without getting black everywhere. There we go. I've got a little bit there, look. That's okay, because on this same circle set, we have got, I love these, some little trios of dots. Now, these ones are small ones, and then we've got a bigger one too. So I'm going to put a few of those in, just to finish there. Okay. And then just going to bring this in. See how we're looking. I want to have a sentiment on there. Well, in fact, I'm not going to. I'm going to use the butterfly bit across there because I think it'll look gorgeous. That is so striking in the black and the saltwater taffy. So I'm glad I did stamp my butterfly in black and emboss it because it really gives it another kind of look. So on this little bit of white card that I've got here, we're going to go in and use the butterfly wording. I need a stamp block. Oh. I'm going to stamp that one down. And just like so. And I think what we'll do is add a little bit of saltwater taffy on that as well, just to highlight. Can't get my glue lid in. Come on. There we go. The light's changing in here now. You'll probably see a little bit of a shadow behind me. It's just because the lighting is behind me. And I'm just going to roughly cut around these squares. Again, leaving that little border. Oh, I'm doing this all khaki-handed. I'm going down this side now. Right. I've got the camera quite close, haven't I? Can you see okay? Have I still frozen or have I come back? Internet is terrible. Okay. There we go. So we've got that lovely butterfly. And I'm going to add a little bit of, we've still got some there, that's good. Staying quite tidy, not. So, you're okay on mine, good. It's all good at the moment, fabulous. I do apologise, I haven't got a clue. The only thing that I can think of is it's because it's plugged in. So look, just adding a tiny little flash, taking the ink off and then just pulling that out. So we've got a bit of saltwater taffy there. We've got a bit of white. I do quite like doing like just single colour cards as well. I think they're really effective. So that is going to stand out. Let's bring the card in just so we can see. That's going to go across there. It's going to look fabulous. Right. Now what I do want to do is add a little bit. I kind of wanted this to be crisp and not so grungy. So maybe I should leave my white space. But I've got so much. I think, oh, I know what we'll put on there. The little trio of butterflies. That would sit up there beautifully. I just hope I don't misstamp this now. Beautiful. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to put this together. I'm going to have some foam tape. I don't know if you, I mean, I absolutely love this. It's actually 6mm deep. It's a studio light one. We've got it on the website. But it's look at the depth on that. It's fabulous. Can't get the back off. Oh, there we go. Just going to position, no I'm not. I'm going to stick my bits down first. So a great tip here. Pop this one down first. I did stick that one on, didn't I? I did that the other day. I was making a card and I hadn't stuck anything down and then I stuck the other bits on. It was like, oopsie. Right, so I've got that in position. Then get your fine liner. go around the outside of that circle. And then drop the black one on. I'm just going to use a little bit of card to go over the top, and that is perfect in position. Now I can give it a good press. Lovely. And then I'm just going to use a little bit more of this tape because of the depth. If you haven't got a deep one, then just double your whatever you've got up. Just going to put a bit on each wing there. Like so. Can't get the end. Come on. There you go. And a little tad of glue down the centre. That's going to find, and it's going to give us like a hint underneath that we can see the detail, but it's going to hold its shape then. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab another bit of card. So this will go onto a larger card blank. The choice is yours for size. You can go 7x7 or 8x8. I'm not going to delve in my cupboard and find one. I'm just going to make it on this A4. Just realised I haven't put my butterfly on there. Let's put that on there now. Just feed that. I want a bit of that. Get off. There we go. So you've got real dimension on that. Beautiful. I'm just going to make it on A4 and join it just because I haven't. Do you know what? I'm going to get them. They can't be that far away. Oh. Found it. So this is an 8x8 one. 20 by 40, so score at 20. This is one of the pink frog ones, but it's equivalent to an 8x8. There we go. I'm going to lift you up a bit so you get a better view. Oh, look at me, a mucky pup today. So I've got a nice amount. I mean, that looks so nice with that crisp edge around, but I'm just going to tie in a little bit of our stencil. So we'll go. I just hope that these are clean. I'm going to try and give them a rub, make sure that they are. I want squares. I'm just going to try and make sure that the squares are clean, because there's nothing worse than getting a... And then I need a clean brush. Come on, Hazel, have you got a clean one? That'll do. We're going to go on with the saltwater taffy again. And I'm going to have, I could, oh no, go on. Won't be able to sleep at night. I'm going to stick with the square theme on this one. And I'm going to add, I'll start off with adding a corner, and I'll see if I want more, because I could go all the way around the outside with that. I could just keep joining it. And don't think that you can't just sort of like move it a bit and then add a lighter one. Because there isn't any rules. You can build these up. You could be doing different colours and getting quite a fabulous effect. So just because it's a small, you can do, honestly. I'm going to go opposite corners first, see if I like that. Put it on darker, and obviously so that you can see would help, Hazel. So then just keep moving randomly, and it doesn't matter. I'm getting softer and softer as I go, so that they just kind of keep layering on top of each other, and it just extends that design. You can go darker, softer, lighter. That looks fabulous. And then when this sits in, do you know what? I think that is actually perfect for that. So I'm going to stick that one on. Make sure I'm opening the right way. I could have done that on foam pads as well. Just have a little look, make sure I'm equal. It's really hard because the camera is literally right in front of... Does that look equal? Well, it's going there. It's going exactly there. Yeah, I really love that. Now, what I want to do while we're here, I just want to just throw a few techniques at you. If you're okay with that, would you like me to? You make it look so easy. It's beautiful. Thank you. It is easy. We're just playing, honestly. I do absolutely love that though. And I will... Let me bring this one in, look. Because look how different they look. I've used exactly the same ingredients, apart from I didn't put the happy on. I used the butterfly, but it just looks so different. Love them. Right, so first off then, let's have a little look at the stencil. So just go over what I was doing a little bit there. Let's do some stars, look. So I'm going to put in some darker stars and I'm going to just move it around and just go really random, and look, all of a sudden you have got, haven't re-inked yet, but I'm just keeping going. Don't feel restricted by the size of the stencil. Look at that. How amazing is that? And that kind of look is, I did that on one of my other cards, but then you can start building, maybe I want to start bringing this one in with another colour. You can, it's just layer upon layer. So that's one thing. I'm going to turn this over now. And did I keep my butterfly in there? Yes, I did. So I'm going to stamp a butterfly down. This is where I get excited because I am just playing, but I just want to show you all the techniques so that you can have as much fun as I've had. Stamp a butterfly down. And because I'm doing it in the black VersaFine, I am going to give that a little whiz with my gun, because I'm going to be inking on it and I don't want the black to smudge. And the other idea is, obviously, you can chuck your clear gloss embossing powder over it and that would stop that. Okay, so next up, I'm going to bring this stencil into play. So if you sit that around there, maybe you've stamped that down and you think, do you know what, I'm terrible at colouring, I'm really scared. Pop your stencil around, just get it in the right position, grab your brush, ink them up, and you can just softly, I'm just going to softly go on each side. And you'll actually see what I was meaning about oxides and the black ink. It's dulling my black ink down. So if I wanted to, because I haven't moved my stamp in my platform, I could pop that back in my stamping platform and brighten my black back up. But can you see how easy it is just to blend across there? Also, maybe our butterfly wants to be starry or spotty. We've got that in place. Use this one over the top. Bit of ink on there. Let's go a bit darker, look. We've got stars on our butterfly now. So again, just keep that. And it doesn't have to be just these four. I mean, you might want, we've all got lots of stencils. I know on Julie's last one, let's have a look at the little grid. You could do it in a different colour. I'm just doing it because I've got that brush out. But look how easy it is then to add your different patterns on top. Love that. Now, another really good one is the mask that comes out. Obviously, we can blend over and ink and do backgrounds with ours. It looks like I'm not doing anything, but there will be some ink on there, look. You see? So it's really easy to do that, but I actually like to blend onto this. I'm not going to use what's underneath, but I'm just going to blend some ink onto this Mylar mask. While I'm doing it, I'll be getting a lovely halo. Okay, so I've got that on there. I could be doing a twofer because I could be using that for something, but the idea is I want to get myself a little stamp. Maybe it's this little bubbly one, and I'm just going to stamp it in. And if you keep that in place, not that it'll touch it, I'm just going to stamp. Oh, that was dirty. Never mind. I've really dirtied my ink. If I showed it you, honestly, I'm mortified looking at it. I'll show you in a minute. Just going to stamp some of these all over. Okay. Look at my ink pad. Terrible. Then I'm going to get my die cutting machine. I'm going to get my piece of clean card. Look at me. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to put my... So this is just as if I was die cutting, but I haven't got a stamp in there. I'm going to wind it through my machine, which you can't see me doing, but I am doing it. I'm going to come back. Come on. And can you see now I've got a printed kind of butterfly. Now that's a soft colour, but if I went in with a darker colour, and you can then spritz water at it as well. Which side was it? That side. You could rainbow it if you wanted. Just put some, you could brayer it on. I'm just going to do it a bit heavier because that didn't really have the wow factor. And this time I am going to give it a little spritz with water. Okay, that's starting to react on there. Come here. Now I haven't stamped on this one, but I'm just looking round me for a piece of card. Would it be wrong if I did it in there? I'm just going to do it in there. So I'm going to lay it down. It's not quite straight, but I just wanted to show you the effect. It's just a few little techniques, that's all. And then you can go ahead and cut this out, or maybe it's a case that you're going to just use it as a background and you're going to do it 2 or 3 times on a sheet. Up the right way. So you can get some really, really nice effects. Just to show you which card I'm on about. This one here. So this butterfly, I don't know if you can see the watermarks on there and the stamps. That's how I created that one. So I am going to turn you round. Flip. Oopsie. She says. That's my hand, I know. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. I will go and have a look at all of the comments. And I'm going to do another live over the weekend. If any of you are part of my Hazel Eaton freelance demonstrator group, I'm going to be doing a live in there. I haven't posted at what time. I will. It will either be Saturday or Sunday. But I'll pop a little post in there. And then I know that Julie's going to come back and do a live in this group as well. So, yeah. Good luck. No, that's the wrong word. Enjoy playing with your goodies when they come. I hope I haven't missed anything. I'm just going to see if... Julie, have I missed anything? Just to go over, just thank you so much. I am blown away. The support has been amazing. And I'm just sitting here looking at that card and thinking, I love it. It's so nice. It just shows how it all works together. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to go. Have a good evening and I will see you all soon. Oh, one thing. The workshop. Oh, I told you. I did tell you, didn't I? Yeah, that's fine. Take care. Bye.